It was a towering wall with magnetic force. Anything containing metal, whether it was a handgun strapped to your hip or a tiny badge on your shirt, would get pulled straight toward it. Even the massive church bell, weighing hundreds of pounds, wasn't exempt. But the terrifying part, it wasn't just a wall. It was a dome. A massive 20,000-meter-high dome. 2 months ago, a transparent shell suddenly descended from the sky, completely sealing off the entire town. Trucks from outside smashed into it and were totaled. Planes inside exploded the moment they touched it. And now, the dome had somehow turned into a giant magnet. Nick, our protagonist, had metal handcuffs on. He was violently yanked toward the wall, unable to fight the pull. The only key that could unlock the cuffs was made of iron. Unlocking them was a nerve-wracking ordeal. A cop managed to get one side open, but just then, a nearby car began moving on its own. In a split second, the cuffs were finally unlocked. A woman shoved Nick away, saving him, but she wasn't fast enough to escape herself. Meanwhile, Anna and the others had run back home. Inside, pots and pans were flying through the air. Her family was already passed out on the floor. Knives on the table turned into deadly projectiles, stabbing into the door like throwing knives. The kitchen turned into total chaos, metal objects flying everywhere. Even the nails in the wooden floor were being ripped out. Just when things seemed hopeless, Jess arrived and managed to get everyone out safely. Moments later, the entire house collapsed under the magnetic chaos. They regrouped in the center of town and the only area still unaffected for now. But if the dome's magnetic pulses kept intensifying, the whole town would soon be destroyed. That's when scientist Lisa had an idea. They could create a counter-magnetic field to neutralize the dome's pulses. After prepping everything, they powered up the signal tower to generate the field. Everyone thought the crisis was nearly over, but suddenly, the dome flickered, pulsing ominously. People began collapsing under the pressure. Everyone around the tower fell unconscious. Everyone except Nick. Even he was at a loss for what to do. The town's mayor saw his son lying motionless and thought he was dead. Devastated, he walked up to the gallows, slipped the noose over his neck, and prepared to follow his son in death. Nick and his girlfriend arrived just in time, but the mayor wouldn't listen. He kicked the platform out from under himself. Just as he dropped, Nick's girlfriend slashed the rope, cutting him free. At that moment, the dome began stabilizing. It seemed their counter-magnetic field had worked. One by one, everyone regained consciousness.